Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the second matchup of the KEZ Winter Smash Fest of 2022. This is match number 2 inside of round 1 for Swiss Pools. From the last matchup, match 1, myself, Kal-El, won over Suku to become 1-0, and we will see who gets the win here today. It's Steben versus SuperMasterSword, Ganondorf versus Sora on Hollow Bastion. They picked Smashville, but it's a 1-1 replica with Hollow Bastion, so they're going to be playing here. And some quick trades back and forth. Some edge guarding going on here by Ganondorf with that stomp. Definitely something that guy or SuperMasterSword is going to want to read at some point with some of those big hits. Gets a good read there coming back on stage, knowing that he probably was going to try to hit him. Now, SuperMasterSword has a bit of a lead. Now, one thing that Ganondorf can do is get some early percentage kills, especially against a floaty character like Sora. So, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for a character such as Sora when a character like Ganondorf can get some early kills, but Sora has some tricks, so we'll see. The best case scenario for Sora main in this case would probably be counters. If he sees a big hit coming, probably going to want to counter it, and there goes the first stock. That's a Keyblade, not a Master Sword. This is true. It is a Keyblade. Seeing some good lead being kept here by that guy. Somehow stays inside the arena. One thing that Smashville and Hollow Bastion have is a very wide radius and a pretty tall upper threshold for the boundary to actually die off of. But that guy right now has a full 100% lead, and depending on how this goes, could become a full stock lead. See here, Steben got a hit in. That guy is keeping the offstage pressure so that he can try to stay there. Ooh, almost got the up smash read. That guy now at 40%, still having to be careful about coming on stage. Gets the shield. Oh, gets shield broken. That's brutal. That's a stock loss at 78%. That is absolutely brutal. Now we're going to have to see a Sora main get a kill and try to go from there. So it is now even stocks. That definitely is unfortunate for SuperMasterSword there. Definitely did not want to die with such a stock lead, but just got his shield broken there. So he's got to be careful on the recovery. Gets back on stage. So one of the things that Sora kinda is comfortable with on this matchup is being off stage. So Sora has a lot of options to always come back to stage with up B, being able to do that big swirling move, or with the side B move, which is that 3-hit move with sliding dash. But as you can see here, SuperMasterSword now at 120%. It's just a really rough percentage for any Sora main because almost any powerful hit or grab can really do some damage at this point. And there it is. There's game 1. Close matchup. Close matchup. I think Steben started to get a bit of a read for the matchup, but we'll see. All right, looks like they are going to be hopping into game 2. All right, so no counter picks in terms of character. It is still Ganondorf versus Sora. Let's see the stage here. Town and City? Could be an interesting one. Nope, it's Final Destination. So Final Destination, according to the pros, is not a good stage for Sora. But I'll be honest, as somebody else who plays Sora, it's not a bad stage for juggles and combos. So we'll see. I feel like Sora doesn't necessarily have any super bad stages. So, okay, instances like that, where the Ganondorf is showing they're going to do an up smash, you got to go for the counter. It's just super helpful, and I think it'd be a great usage of tools there to do that. Ooh, okay, and Ganondorf gets the read. Gets a kill on Sora pretty early there. Pretty early into the round. Got it at over 100%, so it's not really super early into the match. But took the first stock this time, which is definitely different. Ooh, gets the persistent edge guard off stage. Good play by SuperMasterSword there. Oh, but an early kill gives a whole stock lead over to Steben. That is unfortunate. Oh, now he's just running away with it a bit. Oh, that right there. Could have had a smash attack. Go for that. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, so one thing I think SuperMasterSword definitely dropped down on this one are those counters. That's like the biggest thing. Unfortunate. And Steben is your Game 2 winner. Which means Steben takes this set. Alright, now I can ask you the question. SuperMasterSword, how are you feeling, man?
Alright. I won't lie, that second loss was pretty decisive. It hurt, but like I felt pretty good about that first match. I really thought I might be able to run it back, but yeah,
That's fair.
I think I'd actually been thinking about a different matchup recently. I was going through some replays, like thinking about how I don't know. One time I faced a DK and I was just trying to roll on stage when he did a down smash, and I'm like, oh, he can cover that with his range. So,
Right.
And also a Samus charge shot when I was just like trying to get up from ledge. So I think I was just been meaning to try out that tactic for a while. Like, what if instead I back off from ledge and then do like I do a rising forward air? And I mean, it connected. I think it just didn't quite lead to the results that I would have wanted from it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you played well. Thank you so much for talking to me, and good luck in your next one. You could be facing either Suku or one of the losers from the other two games, so best of luck.
Yeah.
Alright, have a good one.
Yeah, you do.
Steben!
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going?
It's going well. You know, I'm glad I went in and I played as well as I could.
Yeah, so, I gotta ask you, when SuperMasterSword was getting those counters in Game 1, took a whole stock lead, how are you feeling?
You know, when I saw he was using a lot of counter in the first game, I took a note of that, and I tried to kind of like change up my timings a little bit, try and make sure, you know, when he gets a counter, try to get in a little bit after the counter, but sometimes I just ended up hitting his counter because Sora's counter lasts a bit longer than I expected it to.
Right, yeah. Sora's definitely got some late hitboxes that just linger there for a little while, so that's very fair. And at one point, you shield broke SuperMasterSword in Game 1, and were able to kill him at 78%.
Oh wow, was that early?
Yeah, you killed him at ledge, 78%. After hitting a up smash on shield, he dropped back down to ledge, came up, and you broke his shield again. Or actually, officially broke his shield there directly at ledge. Killed him at 78%. Hell of a hit. Evened it up to 0-0.
I wasn't going for a shield break. I was just trying to go for just like option coverage because I noticed that he liked to jump from ledge a lot, and as Ganondorf, I just really can't cover a whole lot. So I know that his smash attacks do cover a lot of range, and so that's where I was going with it. But the fact that I got a shield break out of it, I was like, hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. I'm not going to complain. Going to take a Warlock punch and take my stock.
Exactly. Get you back to a 0-0 game last stock, so...
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you know what? This is the one thing I need to get back into this.
Exactly.
And because I'm not going to lie, I was pretty nervous the first game. You know, he was doing pretty well spacing me out, and it was a challenge at first getting in on him.
Yeah. And then Game 2, was there anything that you were walking to Game 2 and you were like, all right, we're on Final Destination, I got to do more of this?
All right, so going into Game 2, I did think about maybe changing characters for a second, but the thing is that since I'm currently playing on Joy-Cons, a lot of my characters, for example, my main is actually a Link, and I was practicing with Link earlier on Joy-Cons, and I just can't do like my Z-drop nairs on it. So I was like, all right, I need to stick with a simple character, and Ganon was the simplest character I could pick, and stay consistent with.
It's fair.
So I said, you know what? I won game one. I can stay Ganondorf game two, and for the stage strikes, I was trying to make sure we stayed on a relatively small stage.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to maybe go back to Smashville, but we ended up getting Final Destination, which wasn't horrible because at least it gets rid of platforms for him to run away on.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
kind of my game plan going into game two was to just look out for those counters because I saw he was using counters a lot, and to just kind of stay on top of him.
Very fair. Well, good job. You will either be facing myself or one of the winners from the other two games in the first round of Swiss Pools, and you'll probably know your next matchup sometime this weekend.
Very awesome. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to play on stream and to play for everybody.
All right. Very good. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Take it easy.